back. Oh, thanks to the Prime Deluxe and the resub Tokyo. Thanks to the resub Beeb. Any news on new Gentleman song? Yep, filming the music video this week, or next week now. So, should be out before the end of the month. Thanks to the resub Jojo. Hear the news on Superman? Yeah, we went over that at the beginning of the stream. Terrible decision. Terrible, terrible decision. Thanks for some Bob Smith and Wisdom. Thanks for resub Sparky. What happened? Henry Cavill got canned as Superman. Why? Because they want it to be a younger Superman for something completely different. But he left The Witcher for Superman. No, that people keep getting that shit mixed up. He left The Witcher because it's creative differences. It's going in a bad direction. And as a fan of The Witcher, he just left. It wasn't for Superman, though I imagine that helped. There's a Prime Stinky. Kind of is going in a bad direction. Yeah, I don't remember what it was now since it's been a few months, but they made some announcement about like big sweeping changes coming to The Witcher for the upcoming season, and Henry Cavill just said, "Alright, I'm out." No respect for asking. No respect for the source material. Yeah, that it was something like that. I don't remember now since it's been a few months. Thanks for resub Jack in tech. And the resub Weasel, Jajan, and the Prime Derb. Imagine he becomes Booster Gold now. Holy shit, that'd be hype. He's a Prime Mario. And there is some butter toast. You can do the raid again in World of Warcraft? Yep. I was even gearing for it today to finish it off. I absolutely will be finishing the raid. Thanks a resub, Oni. You can play Final Fantasy XIV, right? Nope. Fuck no. I liked Final Fantasy XIV, but there is no way I'm going to be dumping those kind of hours into another MMO again. Bro, I'm still grinding RuneScape too. 94 Slayer. So close to max. Anything about RuneScape getting a new skill? Oh, it's about time. I just hope it's not another absolute dog shit skill like fire making, smithing, agility, any of that. That shit is so ass. At least agility has practical usage, but my god, there are some skills in that game that have legitimately no purpose at all except to waste your time. Thanks, resub Darth. How the fuck is smithing useless? You have not played in a long time. Bro, it's 99 smithing to make a rune plate body, which is completely unusable at in-game content. Smithing is fucking worthless. And you only need 85 smithing to put together the god swords. Oh yeah, it's so stupid. Like the whole thing is so silly. Explain how fire making is useless. Do I need to? It is legitimately the only skill in the game that has no output. So all you do is burn money. With fire making, the only thing you do is burn logs. Like that's worthless. It doesn't put anything into the game except ash. It is the most useless skill in the game by far. Wintertod all the way. Yeah, but then after Wintertod, there's nothing. It's just the minigame. You train Wintertod to 99, and then you leave it. Unless you're an Iron Man, then I guess you can get some like supplies out of it. Thanks for sub Chad, Knocked, Skrilla, and Grandpa. Did you hear how SBF will be in prison until his court date in February 2023 and his bail of 250K got denied? I read his bail got denied, yeah. I did see that. Will you moist meter the whale? Of course I will. Can you do interviews in prison? He'll find a way. That man is so addicted to the internet attention, he will absolutely find a way to do more Twitter Q&As. Thanks, Resub Chaos. In the Prime bubble. Sleep well, Helicity. Yeah, I watched the whale trailer. I'm gonna do some God of War post game, but just on my own. I'm not gonna be streaming the post game stuff. That's one I've just been playing on my own steadily. You gonna play Darktide again at some point? Probably. There's just so many games coming out all at once. Like they just go through these stretches where there's no new games and then every new game all at once. It's so frustrating. Like I don't know why we can't sprinkle it out a little bit better. Because you're only fucking yourself too when you just jam pack all the games into the same like 2 weeks. Like now you're just competing with other big titles. Just do it during the game drought. It makes no sense. Trying for the Xmas money. Yeah, but you have to remember a lot of these big budget games, like they're done months in advance. So they can be a little more flexible with their release date. Especially like when they realize, for example, Horizon releasing right when Elden Ring released, that killed it. That completely killed the game. I wanted to finish that game. Elden Ring dropped. That never touched it again. Forgot all about it. Like it's just so stupid. Like you can easily spread these games out during all of these like extensive droughts. Makes no sense. Just like the last game. Yeah, I don't remember when Horizon Forbidden West came out, but I heard that they did the same thing, that they released it on another giant title directly competing with it, which is so stupid. Oh my god, they released it against Breath of the Wild? Holy shit. Oh my god. Fucking idiots. Thanks, Resub Sway. It's not the developers that choose those release dates, by the way. I'm not saying that to the developers. It's the publisher. Fucking stupid. It's like they don't want to make money off of it. Thanks, the resub, Captain. Still a success? Yeah, still a success, but you have to wonder, what if? Like, again, Summer, for some reason, has no games. Summer does not release any, like, big games. Maybe, like, one or two. But, like, across, like, the 4 months or so worth of Summer, there is nothing. Like, why don't you just take Horizon and put it there? Take Bikini Bottom and move it over there. Like, it makes no sense. Like, you wouldn't compete with anything. People probably just want something to kill a little time. So, bang. You give them Horizon then. Maybe it doesn't fit into your Q1 financial statement, but I mean, you get a lot more in the next quarter when you release it when it's not competing with the biggest fucking game of the year. Never forget Respawn putting Titanfall 2 in between Call of Duty and Battlefield. Yeah, that one's like iconic. That is an iconic suicide. Shit is crazy. I don't know what they were thinking putting that release there. Thanks to Prime Miguel. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Yulo. Thanks for that. I'm gonna try Armored Core. What, do you mean like the old ones? I probably won't go back to the old ones. I can't imagine the gameplay's held up super well. I remember, like, I enjoyed them when I was younger, but I don't remember them that well. Thanks, the resub, Burke. You excited for the Suicide Squad game? I am. I love Rocksteady. Thanks, Resub Death Metal. I think Dead Island 2 looks good. From everything I've seen, it definitely looks like a big improvement over the first one. It's just really hard for me to get excited for a zombie game. It really is, man. I'm sure I'll probably have a decent time with this, though. I'll probably like it. But I mean, I just don't get excited for more zombie games. I just really don't. Dying Light 2 was fun, but once I beat it, I never touched it again. Thanks a gift sub, Napalm. Thanks the Bits Betrayal. The Fast and Furious 10 trailer is out? I doubt it. Nah, if it was out, it'd be a lot bigger than this. Thanks a gift sub, Crabs. Have you watched the new Avatar? Man, no, James Cameron didn't send it to my house personally or anything. It comes out today, so I'm going to see it today. I wish I could see movies early. I would love that. I'm going to moist meter it. Yep. Oh, according to reviews, it's really good. Yeah, I'm going in with no expectations. We'll see if I'm pleasantly surprised. Thanks to the 5 gift subs, Yulo. I just recently rewatched the first Avatar. It's pretty much exactly how I remembered it, but the visuals still hold up pretty well. That movie's visuals have really stood the test of time. It's been 13 years and they still look really good. For the most part. Very impressive. I thought they'd look goofy. They didn't. Isn't it ridiculously expensive for a movie? You talking about Avatar: Way of the Water? Yeah. Didn't James Cameron say that it'd need to be like the top 5 highest grossing film in the world, or of all time, in order to even break even? Or was it make a profit? I don't remember. But yeah, it's going to need to be one of the highest grossing films ever. How you take 13 years to make a sequel? Because this fucking guy made 4 sequels all at once. Do you really not know that? So what he did is he's filmed the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and I think he's even filmed the 5th. And he filmed them all at once. And I think that's a disaster. I think what that does is spread everything super thin. So what I'm expecting, but I'm hoping to be proven wrong. I'd like it to be a good movie. What I'm expecting is that this one, and especially the next one, are going to be kind of hollow, and only they're setting up the next ones. Like, they're going to serve no purpose other than being a stepping stone for the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. So it's going to feel kind of worthless. It's not going to be like a fulfilling adventure. And I also feel like it really spreads the team, and especially the visual effects artist, really thin to have to work on 4 projects all in the same universe all at once. Though, if I remember correctly, his workflow was film them all at once, but then have the departments work on them individually instead of all at once. But I could be misremembering. Either way, though, it still sounds like way too much of an undertaking that I can't imagine the quality stays consistent. But they took 13 years to do it, not like it was 4 years. They haven't been filming for 13 years. In fact, when did they start filming? Let's see. Yeah, they started filming this in 2017, so it hasn't taken them 13 years to do all this. They have filmed 1 through 4, or I'm sorry, 2, 3, 4, and I think 5. I'm going off memory for 5 in the span of 5 years. Just 2 and 3? No, I read they did 2, 3, and 4 for sure, and I really thought they did 5, but let me check. Yep, he's done 2, 3, and 4 according to this. So it's 2, 3, and 4, not 5. Okay, so no 5. But yeah, like I said, 2, 3, and 4 for sure. I thought I read 5 somewhere, but clearly not. Thanks, the resub commander. I don't see this movie making money. So that's what I said. I said 13 years for this sequel has lost all that initial hype and prestige that the first Avatar generated. And I just don't think that this was a culturally significant film that people have talked about for 13 years, other than scratching their head wondering how it's still the highest grossing film of all time. Most people don't remember shit about this film. But we'll see. We'll see. Thanks, resub Sleepy and Jackson. Most people, speak for yourself. Bro, there is an entire series of videos someone did where they went around asking questions about the first Avatar movie like 3 years ago. No one could even name the main character, despite it being the highest grossing film of all time. It is just not a movie that made it into like this like social consciousness. It was known for two things. Its insane visuals and its insane 3D for the time. But after that, once that novelty wore off, people have just not really talked about it or thought about it since, until Avatar 2 was announced that it's coming out soon. In the US, though. True, I guess I can only speak for the US. Name a single blue person in the movie. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't just watched the film. And even having just watched the film, I only remember the main girl's name. Everyone keeps saying Navi. That just goes to show you how incredibly disconnected. Navi is the race. The girl's name was Neytiri. This method would work for Mad Max Fury Road, though. What, taking 13 years for a sequel? Thanks to Resub Diaz and Coco Melon. It did work for Mad Max. For Fury Road, yeah. But I would say it didn't. Mad Max Fury Road was more just like a massive hit because of how unbelievably good it was on its own right. Like, I was not a Mad Max fan going into that film, and I feel like the majority of people weren't either. You also didn't need to see the other ones in order to watch Fury Road. With Avatar Way of the Water, you'll need the first one. Furiosa's coming out soon. No, it's not. Where are you getting that information from? Oh, what the fuck? It actually does have a tentative release date of May 2024. I thought they shut this shit down. Wasn't there that big controversy with George Miller and like the entire studio about not getting paid properly or something? Did they finally like iron that out? No, that's still going. So they're still having the huge pay dispute, and he is still going to make Furiosa for them? Well, it's not even for them, it's for the fans, man. We need more Fury Road, more Mad Max. Thanks for some Clousy. Charlize Theron is no longer involved. Yeah. They now have Anya Taylor-Joy booked for the role. Is the resub generic? It's a prequel, so it makes sense. I mean, this is legitimately like the first real information I've heard about it. He's a tier 1 hobbit. The bits snert. You gonna play another game tonight or not? I mean, it's 2 a.m. I don't think I'm gonna start another new game tonight. He's a tier 1 Harbinger. We finished Choo Choo Charles, though. That was a pretty quick game. Play Halo. Why? Because of the custom games? Are they actually fun now? With the browser? Has that streamer guy made a response yet to the backlash he's been getting? Yes, actually. He did make a pretty great response, actually. Hold on. It was something special. Where is it? Give me just a sec. I gotta scroll down for it. Okay, where is it? Okay, where is it? Oh, here. This was this was one way of going about it.
I know you know about what's happening lately, you know, on Twitter and stuff, and I just want to thank you for bringing some people to the channel, and hopefully, like, if you could, and this is part of the prayer, just make them not be a bunch of whining pussies. Like, if at all possible. I know you can't control the internet, and people have free will, so they're gonna do what they want, but like,
and the Lord's got his magic wand out, baby.
Make sure that, like, just a bunch of whining, sniveling, obnoxious, annoying little bitches don't come to the channel. That would be really fucking cool. But if they do, that's okay. That's fine. I can handle it. I'm just.
It seems like you can handle it.
Some help. I know you know.
He can handle it so well that he disabled clips on his channel. So yeah, that's the response, I guess. For a guy that doesn't want any negativity or bad vibes in his stream and flipped out when someone gave him like a real life update that he asked for, he's certainly bringing the negative vibes. He's breaking his own terms of service in his chat right now. He can't stop. Asking for no whiners while doing nothing but whining. You think that girl still watches his streams? Oh, fuck no. Absolutely not. I saw a couple of his subs also say the same shit about how, like, this is pretty fucked up. So he's losing his community. He can't stop himself from going on a full-blown self-destructive path because he's too much of a big, strong man to just admit that he overreacted to absolutely fucking nothing. You asked a question, they gave an answer, and you fucking flipped out because you thought it was a bummer. So he's burning it all to the ground. What happened? This guy, he went viral on Twitter. He had a stream. A viewer of his that he recognized popped into the chat for the first time in a while. He said, "Oh, hey, Miss Nerdy Curvy was her name." He said, "Hey, it's good to see you. You know, where have you been?" And she just said, like, well, her mom had passed away, so she'd just been not there. And he fucking flips. He's like, how do you, oh my god, you bring bad vibes in here, you trauma dump. When I ask a question about how you're doing, there's only two acceptable responses. It's, I'm doing great, or I'll get through it. That's it. Oh, he just fucking flips out, goes crazy. Then he makes an apology video where he doubles down, blaming her for everything. It's bad. It's fucking bad. And he still, clearly, can't move on from it and just be like, yep, what a fuck up, huh? I made a video on it. If you want to see like the full context, you can just watch the video. I don't want to just like go through it again and just like repeat the points. There's infinitely better ways of dealing with it. I mean, you don't fucking say. The most obvious one is just the bare minimum empathy. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Like you could even just stop right there. Like you could actually just stop right there, full stop. You've now given an empathetic response, and now you move on. You don't have to dwell on it. You don't have to grandstand. Well, grandstand's the wrong word there. You don't have to make a whole song and dance about it and give a TED talk. You just move on. It's very sad news. This is someone he knows. You just say, man, that's horrible news. Stay strong. That's it. Like, just, that's it. It's just not complicated. Just to have a little bit of fucking empathy, especially for the people in his community. Like, they're very clearly like a tight-knit group. And for some reason, he just publicly names and shames her. Calls her out multiple times by name just to continue to lecture her, insult her, and shame her in front of the entire stream. It's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. Thanks to the Prime Milk and the gift sub torso. No, I played High on Life 2 days ago. His own About Me section is trauma dumping by his own definition. I'm not even here to point out the hypocrisy of it. You can just look at everything that he did in that one clip and his apology video and now his further clips from the follow-up stream and just immediately get a very good impression for him. True clownery. Oh yeah, I still haven't seen the newest Chainsaw Man yet. Watch it tomorrow. Thanks a resub muffin. Just another internet narcissist. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I really, like, I can't even find, like, the foggiest explanation for what went through his fucking brain for this. Thanks a resub, Zulhu. And thanks to the tier 1 chocolate. It's like he's trying to be positive but failing horribly. No, he's completely dropped that ruse of being positive. Again, man, like...
The whining pussies. Like,
what do you
is it
mean?
all possible? I know you can't control the internet and people have free will. So
he's not even trying to keep that facade going.
Something you could do to make sure that, like, just a bunch of whining, sniveling, obnoxious, annoying little bitches don't come to the channel. That would be really fucking cool. But if they do, that's okay. That's fine. I can handle it.
Yeah, so it's like he's not even trying. Because now he's just fucking trauma dumping to his chat now. He cannot stop trauma dumping to his chat. It's become infectious now. I can handle it, disables the clips. Yeah, I know, man. Yep. Is what it is. Why giving him so much attention? I just never really appreciate that take either. There's nothing wrong with talking about it. Like, there's really, I never really see a problem with talking about it, especially when it's like an entertainingly awful person like this guy. And calling him a nobody, I always hate that too. Like, he's not the biggest streamer on Twitch, so he's a nobody. I never really liked that. Again, to put it into perspective, the vast majority, 93% as of 2021, 93% of everyone who streams on Twitch streams to less than 5 viewers. He has an average view count of 55, and he's had that for years. That puts him literally in the top 1% of Twitch. I wish people would, like, actually, like, take more notice of what these numbers actually correlate to. Like, 55 average viewers is not nothing by any means. Imagine the viewers standing in a room with you. That's how I used to view YouTube. I remember when I was first starting, my biggest video had, I think, 90 views. And I lost my fucking mind. Because that was the size of my entire grade. Actually, it was the size of my entire 2 grades. Because I went to an extremely small school. I couldn't believe it. These are the bits, Drizzy. Yeah. Jedi Survivor, I think, looks fun. I really liked Fallen Order, so I'm excited. Do you still remember your first video that cracked 100k views? I don't remember if this was the first one, but this was the most memorable. I made and this is still on my channel, but the original music's gone, unfortunately. I made a Halo 3 tutorial on how to get Hayabusa armor. It got 100k views, and I lost my goddamn mind. That number was unfathomable to me. Back when YouTube was good. That rose-tinted glasses shit I see all the time. Bro, YouTube has always been in like the exact same state. Keep in mind, this used to be like the big content. The most subscribed channels used to make this shit.
Grammy, he's 97. Don't kiss some girls. I'm gonna kiss some girls.
Here's your golden age of YouTube.
Kiss some girls. Girls.
You just loved it because you were young. It wasn't actually just better.
I'm on the phone. What the hell's wrong with you? You got headphones in yours. I'm gonna have to go. Look,
This
I
is
have a
just
real
100% rose-tinted glasses situation. You can absolutely make the argument, though, that YouTube is a lot more corporatized. That is 100% accurate. But I can assure you, if you went back and watched the content you liked as a kid back in like 2007, 2008, that shit is aged so poorly because I've tried it. I went back to try and like relive all the classics and enjoy them. Holy fuck, I felt awful. Oh. Yeah, like super noobs. I actually don't even really remember super noobs. That name is super familiar, but I can't think of shit for what it was. Thanks, Resub Temple. Fred's just like the classic go-to example, but I'm talking even beyond Fred. Like the general ecosystem of what was popular back during that era. Thanks, Resub Kogadama. Old Smosh holds up. Some of it. Thanks to Resub Wonka. Some of it does. Not all of it. Look no further than Ray William Johnson. I will always be indebted to that man. You won't catch me saying anything mean about him. That guy actually made me. The original React Andy. Without him, uh, there's a very good chance I'd be probably waiting tables because I used to think that would be fun. He's a resub Arctic. Do you still think so? Absolutely fucking not. But I was a lonely kid and the socialization seemed amazing. The service industry is, I feel so fucking bad. Everyone, for some reason, every single day is just going wild on another service industry worker for nothing. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Thanks, Resub Andy. And Wheels. Hope you're doing well, Andy. And thanks to the Prime. Kmish. You know Ray William Johnson's back on TikTok. He's back on YouTube too, man. He's making a killing now. I remember he originally like gave his channel to a bunch of kids to make content on when he decided to leave. But he got it back like a couple of years ago. Now he's making just shorts and he's fucking crushing it. Well over 1 million per short. Usually getting in the 2 to 9 million range. Like he's absolutely killing it. So yeah, he came back in a big way. Is he resub Tylappy? You went to school with me, did you? Thanks to Prime JJ. I legitimately remember everyone I went to school with. Who were ya? My class was 34 people. It's not hard to keep track of. Yeah, we stream Elden Ring again. I was thinking about it for the Coliseum stuff, but then so many other games came out all at once, so maybe not. We'll see. Thanks the Prime Zephyr. Have you seen Settled RuneScape Escape video? Yeah, the escape room was really cool. I really like that idea. I'm excited to see where they take it. Why is everyone talking about High on Life? Well, because it became kind of a contentious topic on Twitter today. People were fighting about it being like super cringe, but then like the big fans of that style of writing were like, no, this is actually like the most enjoyable game ever. Can't stop laughing. So it became a war on Twitter. So that's why everyone's talking about it right now. Thanks to Tier 1 Jack Peacock. That's good for the game. It is good for the game. Not wrong. What about you? How do you land on it? Man, I've already said my take on it like 5 times tonight alone. I'll do it again. I think High on Life has a really fun world. Like, I actually like the visuals. I like the whole design of it. The gameplay is also, like, enjoyable. I can't stand the writing. It is just not for me. Again, I'm so tired of, like, it's time to glorp. Oh my god, you're glorping. Oh my, you're glorping now? Oh my god, he's glorping. Okay, everyone, get back. This man is glorping. Oh my god, can you glob out of my please glob. Oh, we're running out of Blordos. Like, I can't. It's just, that has just become so tiresome. And it's non-stop. But everything else I actually do think is fine. Like, I do think it's enjoyable. I also can't stand fourth wall breaking. That's a pet peeve. I don't really like fourth wall breaking. I don't think there's anything inherently humorous about, you paused the game. I know you paused the game. You just paused the game? You just paused the game during this fight. You just paused the game. Oh, we're going into that tunnel. Kotaku's gonna knock us down a few points because they're a game reviewer and they don't like tunnels. And we're about to go into one of the tunnels. So I think Kotaku might knock us down a few points for that. Like, outside of the game, that is. Like, I just don't like it. That doesn't make me laugh. But that's just more of a pet peeve. I just really don't care for fourth wall breaking. I just think it's super cheesy. Thanks, the resub lich. Deadpool? I didn't really like it in Deadpool either. Deadpool at least didn't do it as egregiously. But I think that's just because the style of that writing is draw everything out as long as you can. At least when Deadpool did fourth wall breaks, they were pretty quick. Thanks to the bits Naruto. You can turn those comments off. I didn't even know you could do that. But even still. Thanks to tier 1 coconut. There's no, but even still, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm wrong about not liking the writing? What do you mean? What? What in the Twitter did I just read there? The but still is about being able to turn the comments off. Just because I can turn the comments off doesn't all of a sudden make me like the writing. My complaint still holds up. If I have to turn off the writing, then there's already an inherent dislike for that. What did I just read there? I just got glorbed. That was a certified glorbo for sure. God damn, he just dropped that right out of his trick hole. Thanks to the resub, Neil. You ever think about getting back into Super Smash Bros. Melee? I do think about that from time to time, but then I remember how fucking tough it is. It's so mechanically intensive, and I am just too fucking dumb. So I'll stick to just watch parties for the Moist Esports boys. Thanks to resub, Mully. And the Prime sup. Do I stream every night around midnight? Yeah, most nights. Thanks, resub Tash and the bits, Drizzy. Should be pretty soon, Drizzy. I think by Christmas. Maybe the restock. New Spider-Verse will win the Moisties next year. There's a chance, man. I did love Into the Spider-Verse, so I'm super excited for the new one. It looks fucking amazing, too. Thanks to Prime Matt. Metro Boomin is doing the soundtrack as well. Nice. Spider-Verse gonna break numbers? I hope so, man. The first one did extremely well financially, right? Deserved it. Super happy to see that kind of passion and that kind of unique creativity rewarded. No, it didn't. What? No, I thought it did. What? Wasn't it one of the highest grossing animated films? Let me see. Let's see what the box office was. Oh, wrong one. 375 mil. Off of a $90 million budget. Yeah, this thing did numbers. What are you talking about? Why are you saying no? No. I gotta take a shit. I'm gonna take a shit and then go to bed. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. New subs, welcome aboard. Thanks to resub Zengin. I hope you enjoy the emotes. Thanks again. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening. Who's streaming? I'll toss you somewhere. It's only 2 o'clock. Surely there'll be somebody on. Here we go. I'll toss you to Caleb tonight. He's grinding Valheim.